If I could go back to the day I registered for CS Executive, there are a few things I would tell myself. Not secret tricks, not miracle strategies, just things that would have saved me a lot of stress, confusion, and unnecessary mistakes. So, hi guys, I'm Shraddha and I cleared CS Executive this year, and these are the lessons that genuinely changed the way I look at preparation today. So, if you're just starting CS Executive or planning your next attempt, these are 7 things I wish I knew earlier. Point 1. Take your first attempt seriously. The first thing I wish someone had drilled into my head is this: take your first attempt seriously. Many students don't, and honestly, I didn't either. You think I'll start properly next month, you think there's plenty of time, you think you'll settle down first, and boom, the exam is just 1 month away. At that point, many students entirely skip the attempt or go to the exam unprepared. Please don't do that mistake. Even if you're going to the exam unprepared, treat that like your real attempt. In my first attempt as well, I wasn't in the most ideal position either, but I still gave it my absolute best, studied consistently for 1 whole month, and managed to clear Group 1 in the first attempt itself. Point 2. It's not about how much you study. In CS Executive, it's very easy to become obsessed with syllabus completion. This was probably the biggest mindset shift for me. Here's the truth: the institute does not give you marks for what you've studied, it gives marks for the concept that you've presented in the examination hall. So the real question isn't how much did I study, it's how much of it I actually remember. Point 3. Strategy matters more than most people think. Now, this point might be slightly controversial, but I genuinely believe that strategic studying can outperform random hard work. Hard work is absolutely important, but imagine if you're just studying 10 hours a day without knowing what institute expects from you, then you're just making life unnecessarily difficult. What worked best for me was not studying everything perfectly, instead, studying strategically. Honestly, if I try covering all of that in this video, it will turn into 1 hour podcast. So if you'd like me to make video breaking down my entire executive preparation strategy, right from choosing the correct faculty to making a study plan while deciding what to prioritize first, just comment down strategy. That will tell me that it's something you genuinely want to watch. Point 4. Answer writing is a superpower. If there's one topic that deserves way more attention, it is answer writing. And trust me on this, institute just doesn't evaluate the knowledge you've presented in the exam, but it also evaluates how effectively you've presented it. One of the biggest things that helped me improve was practicing past year questions. But here's where most students go wrong. They simply read the question, go through the guideline answers or the suggested answer, and think, okay, I've understood. Well, that's not practice. By practice, I mean sitting down, probably with a timer, writing the answer yourself without any references, and then checking the guideline answer and marking the expectations, marking the differences, marking the gaps. When you do that consistently, you don't just revise the subject. You begin recognizing patterns. You understand the type of questions the institute asks repeatedly, the depth of answers it expects, and the structure that scores marks. And honestly, I don't see past year questions just as a revision tool. I see it as answer writing practice. And ideal answers or answer writing is such a vast topic that I want to create a separate video on it. It just doesn't justify a 2 minute explanation in strategy video. So my next video is going to be about how I wrote answers in my executive exams. Stay tuned for that. Point 5. Don't choose coaching based on popularity. There is another mistake that I see students making all the time. When students enter CS Executive, they believe that the most popular coaching institute must be automatically the best one. A particular coaching institute can be excellent, yet not suitable for you, not the right fit for you. You attend one demo lecture, absolutely love the faculty, and immediately purchase the entire package. But liking one faculty does not automatically mean you'll love learning from all the faculties from that coaching center. Different subjects are taught by different teachers. Different teachers have different styles. And what works brilliantly for one subject might not work well for another. Now I know what most of you must be thinking. Buying different subjects from different centers is actually expensive than buying one whole package from one coaching center. And actually, it is true. Packages are priced in such a way that they are less expensive than buying individual subjects. And that is why many students end up buying the entire package. But before making that decision, ask yourself one question. Am I choosing the package because it is the best option for me, or simply because pricing makes it most obvious option? Because at the end of the day, your education is the most important investment that you'll make in yourself. The goal isn't buying the least expensive course. The goal is to choose such a learning environment which gives you the best chance to learn, retain, and ultimately clear your exam. So before spending your money, don't just evaluate the institute. Evaluate the individual faculty members also. Watch all their demo lectures, compare their teaching style, and then make an informed decision. That extra effort in the beginning will actually save a lot of frustration in the later stages. Point 6. Every mark matters. I don't think students appreciate this enough. In professional exams like this, every single mark matters. Don't leave questions unattempted or topics unprepared just because they look difficult. Or don't leave chapters just because they look small. And absolutely don't assume that these few marks don't matter. Most of the times, the difference between clearing the exam and not clearing it is much smaller than you actually think. Point 7. If I were starting again today. So, if I wake up as a brand new CS executive student, here's what I would do. I would take the first attempt seriously. I would choose my faculties carefully. I would focus on retention instead of completion. I would learn answer writing in initial stages of preparation. And most importantly, I would stop chasing the perfect strategy and simply start. Because most of the times, clarity comes after action, not before it. These are some of the lessons that I learned through my own preparation journey, and I genuinely hope that these save you a few mistakes along the way. Now, I want to know, what is your biggest struggle in CS Executive right now? Is it resources? Is it revision? Is it time management? Or answer writing strategy? Let me know in the comments below, because I'll probably make next videos on the topic that help most people in their own preparation journey. I share practical CS preparation strategies, my CS professional study vlogs, and everything that I'm learning in this journey. So if you find this video or my channel helpful, consider subscribing it and share it with your CS buddies. I'll meet you in the next one. Bye.